Kadin, obviously, for you and Jayden, a bit of a mismatch in the paint that you guys explored pretty early on. Did you know coming in you were going to get those kind of looks, or was it flow of the game the way they approached it?
Coming into the game, we knew that they were much smaller than us, so I think it just came naturally. Like, we should be able to get buckets inside, so that's kind of what our guards came out and did. So it helped us get the ball inside. Yeah.
Kadin, I know this game just ended, but how familiar are you with Michigan, particularly their big guys who are pretty accomplished players? And what are your thoughts on just that challenge for you?
Yeah, right. I don't know much about Michigan. I haven't watched them play. Obviously, I know they have Hunter Dickinson. He's an elite talent. I'm looking forward to the challenge. That's all I have on Michigan. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure I'll learn a lot more over the next 4 days, whenever we play them, and I'll be ready for the opportunity.
Kadin, your steals seem to have gone up much more this season. Is that something that you challenge yourself in the offseason, or that the coaches challenge you? And what makes you feel confident in taking some of those chances without risking fouls and all that sort of stuff?
It wasn't really a goal I had going into this season. It's kind of just played out that way. In my head, I see it as a competition with Reese. I let him know. I'm like, I'm right behind you, bro. I'm gonna get you. But I've known that I have good hands when I'm active. Long arms, and I can disrupt things and knock the ball away. And if I can knock in my team, then we're going. It's our ball. So, yeah, I've just been trying to play with active hands, use my long arms, and it's worked so far. So hopefully it keeps working.
How much did those 2 wins out west kind of tell you guys something about your team? And, they were talking on TV how it was like Elite Eight tension and that kind of stuff. How much did you guys learn about your team in those 2 games?
Yeah, I think we learned a lot. I think we played with fire, especially, in both games, really, the entirety of the Baylor game. And I wasn't out there for the end of the Illinois game. It was good to see my guys come through and secure the win. And, it feels a lot different than last year, the locker room and all that. So I think we're learning a lot about ourselves. Still a long way to go. I think we've played like 5 games now, so long way to go. Haven't even started ACC, but I like where we're at right now, and I'm excited for the rest of the way.
Kadin, you guys are obviously deeper and have more scoring options than you did a year ago, but Jayden is still a pretty powerful weapon for you guys there. How has he fit into kind of all of the pieces now that are able to surround him?
Yeah, I think that us being able to take a lot of pressure off of Jayden has been really good. We're shooting the ball better, although the numbers tonight may not have shown that. I know we're going to make threes in the next game, the game after that, all that. So I think it's good for Jayden to have a lot of pressure and weight taken off his shoulders. Last year I think he was our leading scorer, and I think it's a good combination, all of us coming together and scoring. It could be anybody, any night, and obviously today was Jayden's night. So it was good to see him have this game tonight. I'm sure it feels good for him, and it feels good for us too.
Kadin, obviously this wasn't your first game since the tragedy a couple Sundays ago, but your first game back here. And I'm just curious, from your point of view as a player, as a student athlete here at UVA, what it was like to be back out there. You're wearing the shirt, obviously, with their numbers and stuff, and I just was curious if any of that was going through your mind, if that's been on your mind even since you guys got back home, and just curious to get your thoughts on that.
Yeah, like we discussed earlier about the Vegas trip, that was really good for me personally to try and clear my head. I've been feeling a lot better recently than I did before we left for Vegas. So, it was definitely like on my head. We did the moment of silence, of course. I'm curious to see when the students are back for the games, how that will be. But, it's challenging. It's a challenging time for everybody, of course. And, yeah, I mean, prayers to their family and all that. But, yeah, it's hard.
Jayden, when Coach Bennett was in here, he said he talked to you about not rushing inside. Did you make a conscious effort in this game to kind of slow down and not get sped up?
Yeah, just slowing down, checking to see who's coming, and if nobody's coming, just go make my move and go right over the opponent. But yeah, Coach just emphasized me just playing my game and just playing at a good pace.
We talked, I know, a little bit in Vegas about the idea of there's other scorers on the floor, there's not as much pressure on you, But does it feel good to show like you can still also be the focal point and that you still got that in you?
Oh, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's never left. But just talking about this team, like we're a very deep team. So I think it's dangerous to know that anybody can have a really good night, and I think it's hard to scout because who knows whose night could it be at Michigan, and we got a lot of capable scorers, and we're just gonna keep playing together, and we're playing very unselfish basketball right now. I think we had 18 assists tonight, so credit to the team for setting me up tonight.
Jayden, I'm not sure if Kadin said that sometimes shots inside even against a small team just sort of happen, right? But you were out there real early, getting a lot of like mid-range elbow looks. I mean, and just pumping them in as many as you could get. And I'm just curious if you came in tonight sort of expecting that your number was going to get called a lot, and you had to, you really wanted to deliver in that spot.
I think it's just credit to our players, Kie, Reese, Armand, just telling me and Kadin that we're going to y'all tonight. They're undersized, and just us meeting the challenge. We had a really good game inside, and the guys were feeding us tonight. So I think just goes back to what I said about unselfish team, because you don't know whose night it could be.
You just talked about assists, and coming into tonight, Virginia was leading the nation in like a percentage of baskets that were assisted, made buckets assisted. How important is it to have a group of guys that are willing to make not just the next pass, but the next pass? And how is that paying off to make the offense? The Eastern Shore coach was talking about how proud they were. They held you to 72 and that, scoring 80 a night type thing, which feels like a big departure from how we were talking about the offense last year. So how big has that ball movement been?
I think it's huge because, the guys, we just built this trust factor. And I think us trusting each other in the court and just our games, everybody's games has improved. So, it's nothing to pass up your shot for the next shot and get a great shot. So, and the guys, we didn't shoot anything. We shoot the three as good as tonight, but, we might shoot it better the next game. But, the guys put the work in.